I need to talk about this.
No, we're going to do it as is because when you fixed the roof in December of 2022, you superseded the as is by breaching the contract by fixing it. The roof failed the second time because
then why
the landlord.
didn't you fix the roof?
Again, you're saying that.
I'm just looking at the lease clause.
No, I'm looking at the lease clause too because the lease doesn't make a lot of sense. If you want to pull the lease out, let's go over it. Because here's the funny thing about the lease. The lease is written in a way where it's two uses in that lease. There's two actual uses.
It doesn't apply to you if you're not doing it.
So you mean to tell me in every lease, so I found one that Thalhimer did.
There's no hazmat. There's hazmat clauses.
No, you're right.
Can I finish, please? This particular property has historically had an issue.
You're right.
That owner may require a clause in there to cover him or her going forward in case of anything.
Okay. So you mean to tell me that you guys are going to stand on God, stand on that lease saying that lease is not fraudulent and not misrepresented at all? You're going.
It is not.
Oh boy, we're going to have a great day then. We're going to have a great day.
I do have a question.
Yes, ask away.
Would you feel more comfortable if we cancel a lease and release you from the property and let you?
The first thing is you guys are not being honest, and I can tell. There's a lot you don't know about me, and there's a lot I don't know about you. But I'm not just an MMA gym owner. Okay, I've done a lot of stuff. You're not being honest. You know that lease is bologna and cheese. When someone from here told me to read the lease, I went through the lease. I went through it too, and it opened up Pandora's box. Hey, did the roof get inspected after you pulled a permit? When they fixed it in December 2022, did the roof do its final inspection? Do you know that? Do you know?
I wasn't the property manager.
Dude.
I wasn't.
Dude, so again.
We're not required to get a permit to just do normal
No.
repairs on a roof.
So you're saying you get normal repairs on the roof. Do you have to get
I
inspected?
don't know, they're the property managers. I didn't do any of that. But
When
I'm
you
just
do
telling you.
routine roof repair, no, it doesn't need to be inspected.
So-
What I want to boil down to, it's everybody's evading this
No, we're
question
not
I
evading
have,
it.
is the repair clause is quite clear. Did you call the vendors? Did you clean the gutters? Did you make the calls for roof repairs?
Again, when we moved into the facility,
No,
the
I'm not
roof was
asking that.
damaged, and an as-is clause means before things, he has to explain.
May I finish though? Because I keep getting cut off.
So I didn't cut you off.
I have managed
Yes,
numerous
ma'am.
properties throughout my career,
Yes, ma'am.
so roof leaks happen all the time. There is no roof that's free from leaks as you go through a lease, go through many tenants. It happens. It happens at homes,
Yeah, you're
you know,
right. But
in
you said-
residential and commercial. So it happens all the time.
Is it a change of use? Is that a problem with that facility? Are we doing the same work in that facility that was there before we took it over? Answer that question. Are we doing the same type of work that was done before we
That's
took it over?
between you and the city. If you think there's some discrepancy there.
Again,
that zoning allows.
I know
use.
commercial highway, no, the zoning does allow that. I understand.
We checked the zoning and it
but
allowed your use.
Again, I know it does.
Wording that
You said the lease came from Mr. Powell. That's what you just said. So now you're gonna flip it. I know.
No, it came from him, and we filled in the blanks on the tenant. That's what he asked us to do.
So who fills? So what do you mean fill in the blanks? You put that paragraph there? You guys did that?
No, those clauses were already in it.
So when the landlord,
Unless he specifically requested us to do add, or we do add stuff to leases if the owner asks us to do it.
so the landlord, you want me to believe that the landlord had nothing to do with it. You created that template. When I have an email saying
No, I didn't create the
Okay, who
template. It
created
was
it?
given to us by the landlord.
Okay, so we didn't get the lease. You're okay. We didn't get the lease ratified, the official lease like late September, right? So no one saw that that's a problem, that it's two uses. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, we were so focused on growing our business and fixing this facility. I'm not gonna lie.
You read it, the landlord read it, and
It's
neither
two
one asked
uses.
for it to be changed.
It's two uses. I didn't. You know what? It's two uses.
And the city should have updated that because you had to go get a permit from the city to have your business in the city, and you have to
So-
tell them what your use is.
So you know all this stuff, but you didn't know that the roof was messed up in this facility. You know all this information.
No, I'm not clairvoyant. I never got up on the roof. I'm not a property manager. I had no.
So how could
the structure?
okay, then going back to the lease, then how could I adequately examine the facility if the facility was not shown in its entirety?
So again, do you want to terminate the lease? and
No.
walk away?
What I'm going to do is I want all my money back. What also is going to happen is this: we are prepared to go legal, but even before that, I warned you, and I told you that people are going to know what you did. and what's going on in this office. Because I'm telling you, you're not being honorable. I could respect you more if you could just, if you came and said, yo, this is a mistake. This is a mess up. Let's fix it. You're ready for us to back out a lease?
No, I'm just offering that as an alternative because it sounds like you don't want to be there.
I want my money. I want my wife back. I want to be respected the way I respected his facility. I want to be treated the way I treated his facility. I don't like being played around with and lied to. And what you're doing is you're lying to me. You're acting like you don't know things, Virgil. I grew up here. I'm from Stafford. I know who you are. I knew who Mr. Powell was. God bless his soul. I went to Stafford High School. I went to Grafton Elementary. I went to Stafford Middle School. I know this area. This is my area. Okay? And you're going to stop playing games because you saw that office caving in from top. You saw it. You said nothing. You said, oh, these tenants were horrible. That's what you said. You know there was water damage there. All you had to do was tell us the truth. That lease is null and void because we have to be adequately shown faults. You know that and I know that. Just walking through and saying, hey guys, ask any questions you want. You are the leasing agent and you're trying to play games. So I'm letting you know, I'm putting you on note that we're coming full throttle for Thalhimer. And I'm not going to stop because I have to watch my wife shake every morning. See, that's what you don't understand. I have to watch my wife shake in convulsion every damn morning since this restarted. All you had to do was negotiate. We could have taken a rent credit for a couple months. There were so many things we could have did, but no one even came to see the facility. Not once. And you sent the roof guys, the tree guys, and they were great. They were great. They were very good.
Can I back up one?
Yeah.
I was brought back into this and made aware of this stuff within the last 30 days. Not even that, but probably within the last 2 weeks.
You caused them.
I don't do it.
You caused them. Because you knew, Virgil. You knew. I'm not getting disappointed in them with their job because they're doing what they're supposed to, but you knew these things had happened. You knew this.
I did not.
So you mean to tell me if we brought a neutral person in that facility right now, you know what they would make us do? They would make us shut down immediately because it's not up to code. And that's what's going to happen because we're not up to code because it's a fire hazard. There's one way in, there's one way out. The window doesn't open, Virgil. You know that's against the fire code. You see, here's what you're expecting. You're expecting a tenant who only understands at the point in time that here's the money, we're going to pay to get this facility, we're going to make sure our credit's good, we're going to make sure we meet all these things, and then we're going to honor the lease. That's our job as a tenant, right? To honor the lease. Now, when we go into the lease, there's major problems. There's 2 uses in the lease. That's not standard for all Thalhimer leases. Number 2, as is, your statement says, examine the facility. For me to adequately examine stuff, I must be shown flaws and all. Did you show me flaws and all, Virgil?
No, I didn't show you anything I wasn't aware of.
So are you still going to stand by and say the office was not caving in?
I honestly don't remember. This was years ago, and
Can I show you?
it's out of my life in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leases. I do not have a photographic memory where I remember every single word.
I didn't ask you to have a photographic memory, but dude,
No, but
you remember that these guys were drag racing. You remember that these guys
No,
were...
I remember that the property manager told me that.
But how could you recall that and not recall how... I just showed you these pictures. You mean to tell me these pictures didn't jar your memory? Come on, dude.
I didn't even look.
Oh, well, you want to look at it now? See, some of your memory did jar again. This is right here. See, I have a better picture. So it's starting to slant. But I have a better picture where you can see the top piece of it, okay? I have a better picture. And I'll bring that into you. I'll make sure you get this.
Yeah, I don't see anything there that's showing the ceiling falling.
At what point are you saying that you couldn't perform your business?
Ma'am, we still can't perform it
No, at
now.
what point? What time frame? did
April
that start?
3rd.
Okay.
April
So what
3rd.
is it that you're looking for? Because we need to know. What is it that you want?
Well, here's what the first thing is. You won't get another dime from us till the roof gets inspected, passes inspection. Number 2, we've lost significant revenue. And then number 3, we got to figure out what's going on with my wife and how that can be taken care of because all this stuff was triggered as a result of what's happening now.
And I'm very sorry for.
Yes, and I know you are, and I appreciate.
She's going through.
Yes, sir. I believe that.
I'm not going to say or bring anything into that. I don't do anything to.
Yes, sir. I believe
set
that.
you in any way with her.
Yes, sir. I'm not gonna. I won't bring that up again because I don't want to crutch
But
him.
what I'm saying is that I don't think anyone physically here met or talked with your wife or did anything to upset her personally. That I'm aware of.
No.
I have not heard anyone say
Actually,
that.
he did. Actually, we had a confrontation in the hallway where
Yeah,
we had a confrontation right there where, and you know what did I have to say to you? What did I have to say to you?
No, your wife started yelling. And I
She
said,
was
"Whoa,
upset
whoa,
and she was
calm down."
emotional. And what did
I say? I said, calm down.
No.
Yeah. What did I say?
What tone did you take? So you're going to tell me I didn't have...
What tone did I take?
You're going to tell me I didn't say, have to say to you, I need you to watch your tone. This is my wife. I didn't say that, Angelo. I didn't.
All I said was, hold on, you
No.
need to calm down.
No.
Yeah.
Are you going to stand by here and say that I did not say to you, Angelo...
I wasn't taking a tone towards your wife.
Did I
Your wife
say
thought I
that?
was taking that.
Did I have to say that to you?
You might have, but I don't know, When she was here, I said, well, we're not going to get anywhere.
What did she say? She said, I just left my facility something that was all we had, how we feed our family, how we pay our bills, how we take care of our kids, and I'm watching it go away. I'm watching water flood and take everything that we built for. So she was hurt. She was upset. But when we met you, I said to you, I started at first and said, hey, listen, I know that tone of the email. I was about to say, because I wrote an email that was highly upset to you. That email.
There was no tone of my email.
No, I wrote one.
Yes,
I wrote one to you that could be, and I was about to say, I apologize for writing that condescending tone. And my wife was very emotional. And then my wife and you started jibbing back and forth. And then I put my hand in between, put my wife on that chair right there. I said, you sit down right now. And I turned to you and said, listen, this is still my wife. I need you to watch your tone. I didn't push my wife to sit down.
But I didn't have a tone. I have witnesses right here. They heard the whole thing.
All right, so I see how this is going to be.
So, I mean, I want to get back to what it is that you're looking for.
I want to answer my question. Why haven't you been at the facility? Why hasn't anyone come out to help us? Why?
I wasn't aware that no one has been on site, but I will personally
No,
go
no,
on
no,
site.
no, no, listen.
That's my answer.
No.
I was on site with the guys with the gutters.
When?
When they first went, that's how do you think they showed up there? Now I got
On
on
what
site,
day?
and they came to
On
do
what
the gutters
day?
again.
On what day?
They came out on the 4th, and then the 5th, they
So
dropped
you
off.
were there on April 4th.
I did not say it. I said I was there with the vendors when they were dropping off the fans.
You're lying.
When they came, because I called you on the phone. and said,
You were
"Rob,
talking
are
to
you
me
gonna
on
be
the
there?"
phone. Chris and the guy from Above the Cut
Yeah.
were there. Mark Avery, Nancy Avery was there. Tanya Sneed, my wife, was there. They came in with 2 blue fans. It was another guy and a
Right,
Hispanic
they
guy.
dropped those off.
So where were you at again? Right there? You're not telling the truth. You've been nowhere been found. You haven't stepped foot on that facility since when the last time when you came to take pictures. You haven't been anywhere. Now you may have came when we were closed and we didn't know, but you did not come in that facility. You're not
When
telling
I had Chris go out, was Chris just not out there to check out the rates and stuff like that?
He
before?
came out I saw him about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago I saw his truck pull away, but I don't know if he was out there. I saw his truck pull away from our facility. But when would you come? When did you come?
I was there when they came to pick up the fans, and
You-
I called you on your phone, and you said, hey, I'll be there.
You're telling me that you were there when
I was down there because I have other properties.
you
that I
weren't
said-
at the facility. You may have been down in the area, but you were not at 624 Wolfe Street, and I have witnesses there. I have witnesses who were there because we were still in there cleaning. Are you going to sit here in front of me and lie and say you came?
I said when they came to pick up the fans, I came back down there.
Dude.
And you weren't there. I called you because nobody was there.
They picked up the fans when I was personal training him.
I called you.
That's not the same thing as being there. Just like you're using semantics with the lease. That's not the same thing as being there. You're lying. See,
No, he's
it's
saying he got there and you weren't there, and then he called you.
no. He's not what he
These
said.
guys Chris called me to say call Jerome because my guys need to pick up the fans.
No, that's not what you said. You said you were there when the guys picked up the fans. You said you were there when the guys picked up the fans. And is that what you heard?
Yes, that's what you.
That's what you said. You said you were there when they dropped off the fans. You haven't been there, dude. You haven't seen our facility. I'm doing
I know you
reverse.
sent me videos and all that stuff. I forwarded them to John too.
That's not suffice. If I was John, I would lose my shit if I was John. I would go crazy because he's paying you to do a job. So you were supposed to be there checking out the job to make sure John's facility is taken care of. If I was John, I would go crazy on you. When I leave this office, I hope John checks you. Because I wouldn't give Thalhimer a dime because you're the cause of this. We keep telling you, April 4th, people that came out, when you said you knew Spartan, my wife works for Spartan.
Okay.
And you said you guys do work with them. If you would have sent them out or someone else to help us, we wouldn't be here. We had mold. It took 3 weeks to get Spartan to come out and fix the mold. You know who made the
But the
mold?
mold, how do we even know the mold was there prior? You see what I'm saying? But when they came out, they dried the stuff.
No, I called Spartan. Who called Spartan, Angelo?
Right, you called Spartan because when I had my contractor come out to start fixing the drywall,
It was
okay?
mold. I stopped.
You said, you came in here and said, hey, look, I pulled off some cabinets and stuff like that. There was a fork stuck in the wall.
And
I
water
pulled it
came
out.
out.
And you said black mold, water, stuff like that.
I said-
And I called Spartan. I
No,
said, okay.
you-
I said,
Mhm.
you,
I stopped your guy. I stopped your
okay.
innovator.
I know.
So
yeah.
why did I do it?
Because you just told me, I told him not to do anything because Spartan's coming out here to take a look at what I just found from pulling that.
So
fork
you're
out.
trying to say they're
So I said, okay, let Spartan do what they need to do. They got in touch with me, they sent me the report, I sent it to the landlord, they sent me the photos. When they sent me to get the work done, okay,
Mhm.
for me to fill out stuff, I couldn't fill it out. They wouldn't, because they needed deposit.
Yeah, I understand that process,
Yeah.
but you're saying to me, how do you know that mold wasn't there before?
No, I don't, I'm just saying, I don't know.
The mold was caused by the flood. This wasn't a roof leak, this was a flood. The mold was caused by the flood.
And
We
that's
should-
fine, and Spartan should have been called, and I'm glad they were called and they
3
came
weeks
out.
later. They didn't come out till 3 weeks later, or 2.5 weeks later. I got the email, I can show you.
Okay, they came out, you called them, they came out, you're aware of it, we got the
So,
report to the owner.
Wait. Again, you're minimizing that
I'm
people
not
are.
trying to minimize
How long
anything,
does it
sir.
take
I'm
mold to
trying
grow?
write
How long
down
does it
the
take?
list.
How long does it take mold to grow? How long? Do you know?
I don't know how long.
72 hours in the right environment. 72 hours. We had to shut down on. In fact, this is why I know you didn't pick up the fans, because we were shut down April 4th, which is Thursday, April 5th, which is Friday, April 6th. I met them at the track, which is Saturday, and April 7th. All right. And on April 5th, April 5th, we were still in that facility trying to fix it, okay? So we were shut down. We couldn't be in there, but we couldn't let people in there because there was still water everywhere, all right? We found more spots. So that's how I know you picked up the fan.
I didn't say I picked up, and I said I called you and said, hey, Chris's guys need to pick up the fan.
You said you were there when they picked up the fence. You literally just
He
said
was
that.
there and he wasn't there and he
Wasn't
called it.
there.
That's what he said, that he called it.
That's not what you said when we talked on the phone. You want to put up the call log?